There are so many unobtainable items in Stardew Valley, and it makes me really sad because some of these items are really interesting, like the Galaxy Slingshot. Guys, the Galaxy Slingshot is just way too strong, and maybe that is why it was never fully added to the game. It works exactly the same as the regular Slingshot, it just does way more damage. With some Iridium ore, you can basically one-shot every single enemy that gets in your way. I know it seems way too strong, but if the method of obtaining this weapon was really difficult, then I think it could validate how good it is. With the regular slingshot, you will often need to hit the same enemy with many pieces of iridium ore before they are defeated, and it can definitely be seen as a waste of iridium ore. The Galaxy Slingshot completely rectifies that problem, as it usually only needs between 1 and 2 pieces of iridium ore to slay any foe. I wish this was obtainable in the game. Now onto another interesting weapon that is actually used in a cutscene. Penny's Frying Pan. This weapon has some very interesting stats. First, for some reason, it has a 158 speed boost, and it also has a weight of 5. Since this is a club, it doesn't really feel that fast, but the weight of 5 is pretty big. The Frying Pan has the same weight as the Galaxy Hammer, and if we enchant this thing at the forge, we can get this very funny maximum insane knockback effect that is sure to make your day. There's something about hitting enemies with a frying pan and then being knocked into space like Team Rocket that is just so satisfying. This is the perfect weapon. Sure, it does basically no damage, but we don't need it to do damage because this thing will knock enemies out of aggro range and we can just chill and continue on with our day. There are a bunch of other strange unobtainable weapons, but Lias Sculpting Dagger is incredibly interesting. This is what Lia uses to shape driftwood, but this dagger has a secret hidden power. With a 154 speed boost and the fact that this thing is a dagger, this weapon is ridiculously fast. It's actually insane how fast you can attack with this weapon. You don't even need to use the dagger's special move because the normal attack is just ridiculous. This weapon will attack as fast as you can click, and since I can't click that fast, I'm actually holding this thing back. Maybe if we could click faster, we can open up a wormhole and travel through time. That is just how fast this thing can go, and it's really cool. With some enchantments, rings, and a good food buff, you'll be doing some decent damage with this thing. Yes, the numbers are small, but with the amount of hits we are getting in, it doesn't even matter. A very cool weapon I wish I could obtain legally. Do you love the music in Stardew Valley as much as I do? Well then, the Jukebox Ring might interest you. This will cause the music in Stardew Valley to be randomized. Usually in full, you will only hear the full soundtrack, and when you are in the mines, you will hear the mine song. But with this ring, you will hear any song at any time, no matter the season or where you are. You might be harvesting some cauliflowers, and then all of a sudden, this Bird's Eve song plays. A cool ring indeed. With the help of a fish pond, we can keep fish as pets on our farm, and they will produce fish roe for us that we can age and then sell for profit. This fish pond method works for every fish in the game except for the legendary fish. But did you know that the game has fish roe and aged fish roe of the legendary fish? Yeah, I was really surprised as well. If you can get your hands on the Legends fish roe and age it, you can actually sell this stuff for 5,000 gold each. That is a lot of gold, and if this actually worked in the game, I probably would have rethought my entire gold making process because that is a lot of gold. There are also a couple of unobtainable clothing items in the game, like the panda hat. This item was added to the game and is exclusive to the people who play the game on the Tencent gaming platform. But I want it! It's a cute panda hat! Who wouldn't want it? It looks a little bit creepy, but it's still cute. There is also a pair of boots that we cannot normally obtain, the cowboy boots. Sure, these don't have the best defense stats, but these just look kinda cool. With the help of the sewing machine, we can forge 2 shoes together where you can keep the stats of one pair of shoes but keep the look of another pair. So I could definitely see some players actually wanting this look on their characters. There's an item in the game called Warp Totem Keys Arena, and the description of this item is Warp to Keys Arena. And be prepared for a challenge. Wow, what is this? What is Keys Arena? What enemies can we face there? I have no idea because the Warp Totem doesn't work, but it sounds so fun. I wish this feature was fully developed so we can face off in Keys Arena. With the addition of the latest update, we can now cook food using Mr. Key's special seasoning to craft gold quality food. These cooked foods have increased stat bonuses and the buffs last for longer, but there is no way to obtain higher quality magic rock candy. Well, unless you use the item spawner mod, this upgraded version of the magic rock candy will give you a very impressive +6 luck, defense, and attack. That sounds so useful, right? Well, it is extremely useful. This piece of food will turn your regular golden scythe into a weapon that actually does damage. You know how around the world of Stardew Valley and in the mines there are these interesting looking furniture items? Like these cakes in different colors, these crates, and even these tables. These things would just be perfect for decorating, but unfortunately we have no way to obtain them. Just imagine the beautiful full farm we could make with these things. You know those crystals in the ice levels in the regular mines? Yeah, you can illegally obtain those as well, and you can even place them down around the world. These crystals make the most satisfying sounds when you destroy them, and yeah, I wish we can get them in a normal way. Imagine if we could make a section on our farm themed with these crystals and crystal floors. It could have been really cool. There are also actual decorations in the game that we cannot obtain that would make awesome indoor decorations, like the grandfather's clock, that weird bear thing, and even these decorative spears. You can even get a shrine of Yoba. Imagine having a shed dedicated and decorated as an altar. That sounds perfect for some role-playing. Alas, we can only obtain these items by using the item spawning glitch or the item spawning mod. These items can be obtained in the game, but we can only obtain one of them. Some of these can only be obtained through the secret notes, some of them can only be obtained as rewards for completing the museum, and some of them are rewards for reaching a certain amount of friendship with the villagers of Stardew Valley. To be honest, it would be really nice to have more than one of these decorative pieces, since symmetry is such a simple and powerful way to turn a good-looking farm into a great one. Having two bear statues would be pretty great. Do you love Junimos? Of course you do. Junimos are great. Well, I've just added memberships to my channel. And for the low price of $1, you can get a cute little Junimo badge next to your name when you leave comments. Pretty cool, right? Of course, memberships are completely optional, so don't feel pressured to join. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next video.